All of our loss experiences hark back to original loss, the loss of that ultimate mother-child connection. For before we begin to encounter the inevitable separations of everyday life, we live in a state of oneness with our mother. This ideal state, this state of boundarylessness, this I am you are me is she is we, this harmonious interpenetrating mix-up, this floating I'm in the milk and the milk's in me, this chill-proof insulation from aloneness and intimations of mortality. This is a condition known to lovers, saints, psychotics, druggies, and infants. It is called bliss. Our original bliss connection is the umbilical connection, the biological oneness of the womb. Outside the womb, we experience the gratifying delusion that we and our mother share a common boundary. Our lifelong yearning for union, so some psychoanalysts say, originates in our yearning to return, if not to the womb, then to this state of illusory union called symbiosis, a state for which deep down in the original primal unconscious, every human being strives. We have no conscious memories of being there, or leaving, but once it was ours, and we had to let it go. And while the cruel game of giving up what we love in order to grow must be replayed at each new stage of development, this is our first, perhaps hardest, renunciation. The losing, leaving, letting go of paradise. And although we do not remember it, we also never forget it. We acknowledge a paradise and a paradise lost. We acknowledge a time of harmony, wholeness, unbreachable safety, unconditional love, and a time when that wholeness was irretrievably rent. We acknowledge it in religion and myth and fairy tales, and our conscious and unconscious fantasies. We acknowledge it as reality or as dream. And while we fiercely protect the boundaries of self that clearly demark the you from the me, we also yearn to recapture the lost paradise of that ultimate connection. Our pursuit of this connection, of the restoration of oneness, may be an act of sickness or of health, may be a fearful retreat from the world, or an effort to expand it, may be deliberate or unaware. Through sex, through religion, through nature, through art, through drugs, through meditation, even through jogging, we try to blur the boundaries that divide us. We try to escape the imprisonment of separateness. We sometimes succeed. Sometimes in fleeting moments of sexual ecstasy, for instance, we find ourselves returned to oneness again, though it may not be until after love, as Maxine Kumin's fine poem would have it, that we can begin to sort out where we have been. Afterwards, the compromise. Bodies resume their boundaries. These legs, for instance, mine. Your arms take you back in. Spoons of our fingers, lips admit their ownership. Nothing is changed, except there was a moment when the wolf, the mongering wolf who stands outside the self, lay lightly down and slept. It is argued that this experience, the physical merging that sexual union may bring, takes us back to the oneness of our infancy. Indeed, analyst Robert Back calls orgasm the perfect compromise between love and death, the means by which we repair the separation of mother and child through the momentary extinction of the self. It is true that few of us consciously climb into a lover's bed in the hope of finding our mommy between the sheets, but the sexual loss of our separateness, which may